Life is busy. I'm busy, you're busy, we're all busy. So I am down with a quick meal that feeds a lot of people and uses up some leftovers. So these are my quick and easy Tex-Mex enchiladas. Yep, you heard it right. Quick and easy Tex-Mex enchiladas. So I always have leftover chicken in my fridge because I love chicken, and I just used some of that. All it had was salt and pepper on it. I roasted it in the oven. I think I had it on a salad. So I chopped that up, and then I like to flavor it with a few simple spices. A good shot of cumin. They use cumin a lot in Mexican cuisines and in Tex-Mex, and it gives you kind of like this nice, earthy, warm flavor. And to play with the cumin a little bit, because I like using cocoa when I do Tex-Mex, a little bit of cocoa powder gives it kind of a mole feel to the chicken. It's super delicious. And the chicken was only cooked with salt and pepper, so it's gonna take on a ton of that flavor. And chili powder. Chili powder is not all that spicy, but it's gonna add a good boost of flavor to like the mild chicken. And for some smokiness and a little bit of color and that sweet heat, smoked paprika, get it in there. And I like to put a touch of taco sauce and then just a little bit of tomato puree, just a little kiss. And this is gonna be the filling for the enchilada. So I put a little bit of cheese in there because when it starts to cook, it gets kind of melty and gooey. And then just to season it up, little shot of salt, and that's about it. And then just give it a nice mix. And then just to finish it, some cooked onion, garlic, and jalapeno. That's gonna make it really nice and stand out, you know? That's gonna give it a little chip on its shoulder. Awesome, so super quick and easy. Man, it smells so good. And then when it cooks in the tortilla, all those spices come alive and the cheese starts to melt and it gets really nice and gooey inside. So that's the inside. And for the outside, this is like a quick Tex-Mex style enchilada sauce. So the same thing again, some cooked onion, garlic, and a little bit of jalapeno for spice. That can go right in. Delicious. And some more of the tomato sauce, just this nice, easy, simple tomato sauce pureed. And that's kind of the base of the enchilada sauce. And I like a lot of taco sauce in it. It has a nice balance of like hot and vinegary. It's really nice. So I do like almost 3-to-1 from the tomato to the hot sauce. And then the same spices I put in the mix, I'm gonna put in the sauce. So smoked paprika, you're going in. Chili powder, we're good buddies. You're gonna have a bath. These guys getting to know each other. No cocoa powder, because I left that in the chicken. And then just a little bit of cumin. And that's it. That's gonna make a great sauce for the top. And it's the taco sauce and the tomato sauce. If you mix it with the garlic and the onions, it's pretty good. And I know it's quick. Usually you'd make an enchilada sauce and you cook all these things out and it would take some time. But if you put that on the enchiladas and it cooks in the oven, you're gonna develop flavor, I promise. Yeah, it's delicious. It tastes like a quick and easy enchilada sauce. So you can use whatever tortilla that you like. You can use corn tortilla, but I like to use a flour tortilla, and the 4 to 6 inch size is good for me. I find that they're bite-sized and they're really easily manageable and eatable. All right, so this is what I like to do. Lay it down and then get a bit of the filling inside. You don't want to go too much. I often overstuff these. Pull it back, roll it over once, and then just keep it really nice and tight. You don't have to roll it like a burrito or keep the sides trapped in. You just want it about that big. Leave it open, and that's like a funnel of flavor. That is an enchilada torpedo meant for you. All right, and then they fit perfectly in the pan. Oh wait, this is a really great tip. Before you put it in, put a little bit of the enchilada sauce on the bottom. So just a tiny bit, and then kind of smooth it around. So when the tortillas go in there, they already kind of sit down and sink into some flavor. That's perfect. You don't have to put a lot, just a little bit, and then keep building it. These things are gonna be great. It's super flavorful with the chicken in it and then all the spices, and trust me, if you've never put just like a little shot of cocoa powder in there, try it, you're gonna love it. So once they're all rolled up, then just coat it in sauce. Don't be shy, like get it all on there. You wanna drench it. Like the tortillas really like to drink that stuff up. So don't be shy. Don't waste anything. And then once the sauce is on there, kind of get a spoon, and just spread it out and make sure all the edges are covered, because sometimes the edges like to burn. So just take your time. And it's full of onions and garlic. And trust me, put a little bit of taco sauce in there. You're gonna love it. It wouldn't be enchiladas if it had a nice cheese crust on the top. You can use whatever you want, but listen, here's a tip. Don't go buy a bag of shredded cheese. If you want the cheese to melt and get really gooey and stringy, buy a little block of cheese and grate it yourself. Then you'll get really nice gooey cheese. I like a little bit of marble, a little white, little cheddar. And this is my dad's favorite part of making enchiladas because he always puts on way too much cheese, but man, is it good. He just stands over it and picks at the cheese. He got a smile on his face. He got cheddar in his mustache. Can't hear anything. The dog's barking. The alarm's going off. But he's happy. All right, so once there's a lot of cheese on there, just kind of push it down a little bit. You want to sink it into the sauce. Cover all the tortilla. That is amazing. So it's quick. It feeds a lot of people. It's delicious, and you use some leftovers. And if you're in a pinch and you're hungry, dude, make some enchiladas. They're going to be delicious. 350 degrees till the cheese melts and you're laughing. Oh my goodness, they smell delicious. It's a quick Tex-Mex enchilada, and there's way too much cheese, but that's fucking delicious. Check that out. It's super fast to make. It's made from leftovers, and I'm telling you, you don't need to pre-cook the enchilada sauce. If you just get it on there, put some cheese on it, it's deadly. It's super tasty. And I like to garnish it. So this is just really simple. You can let it cool a little bit. Oh my God, if my dad was here right now, he'd just be going at that. So what I love on an enchilada is a little bit of sour cream because there's a lot going on in there. There's tons of spice in the sauce. You've got like cocoa powder in the chicken, lots of onions and garlic and jalapeno. So to kind of like cool it all out, a bit of sour cream. If you put it in a squeeze bottle, you can get a nice fancy shape. That's awesome. You can't have an enchilada without some sour cream. And some fresh tomato, which is really nice. So I just slice it up, give it a rough dice. Or you can make pico de gallo, that's even great. But something kind of cool and refreshing on the top because it's so big and so bold, you really need some freshness. So a few tomatoes. And then there's only one herb that you can put on it, and that's cilantro. So just rough chop it, put it on top. And the blend of all the spices and the onions and the garlic and the cilantro, the sour cream and the fresh tomato, that is quick, that's super easy. It ticks off all the boxes on the flavor profile. That's a nice, easy, hearty lunch, or put that on the dinner table with a nice salad and you've got a complete meal. And honestly, it smells so good. All right, as always, you're gonna get the recipe, so hit the link. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And if you wanna see me make way more delicious stuff, make sure you subscribe. So much more coming at you. It's all about you, baby.